I'm on a roll, and I feel like to discuss this again. Maybe clarify. What do you about job situation in this area? Um, One thing I noticed, a lot of people who are, well, corporations, jobs in general, are wanting to have people to be able to multitask. And usually that requires a front desk work, front desk associate or something like that. And that's not my jam. I'm not technically good at it because of of the anxiety, of my anxiety and everything being bombarded at me all at once. It's pretty bad. And I think women are given too many expectations because for some funny reason we have the ability to multitask, which I'm like, that doesn't reflect me. And I'm single. I have no children, which thank God. And trying to find work is hard enough as it is, especially something that's meaningful work. And Alexander just doesn't seem to have that opportunity unless you want to go out of town or something, especially to do like some form of entertainment, like say Lafayette or a long time ago with Streetboard, but I heard Streetboard's kind of going downhill here lately. But and it's and I feel like some of these people in these bigwig positions of power are wealthy or either out of touch or they're psychopaths or something. Like for real, and they don't care, which is like all you can do is just pray for them or pray for some people to be able to build up things in the city, which I hate to do, but I might have to go into the self-employment route because one, I also want to work just a regular 9 to 5, work in the morning, not have to do shift work, not having to be under somebody's thumb, and it gets my nerves, but that's where personally I'm coming from when it comes to this. I also worked at a library one time. I'm sorry to diss the Rabbit Spirits Library, but years ago I got fired for just having a bad grade of giving a 6-month evaluation saying, yeah, I'm not doing too great, and I go back and say, there's room for improvement on this, from my when I was in Louisiana Rehabilitation Services, and they thought that was and my counselor thought that was unfair too. So anyways, that nepotism and gatekeeping is in the government sector like that too. So I wouldn't be surprised if city council has that same issue. And it's getting really annoying how we're just given sloppy seconds or slop with all these restaurants and retail stores and stuff like that, and you have these small businesses popping up, but they're getting, their prices are too high. But I also see their side of the issue is because their prices are too high because some of the stuff's too high and the taxes involved. So it's just like a lose-lose situation sometimes, unless you have some people who are like really faithful and brand loyalty and stuff like that, and then you have to deal with the snippy customers on your own, and you have to rely on doing it 24/7 as far as self-employment is concerned, which I'm not thrilled about, but I might have to. And then we have the issue kind of like, I know there's people who are getting older here in this town or, low income, and we're healthcare is pretty much the it of going to either getting a better paying job. But, I realized when I started going into massage therapy, comparing to dental assisting, I feel like there's more meaningful work doing massage therapy because I am bringing change and I'm bringing a good to somebody else's life. And I do have like an idea in my head, and I want to still write down some a list of those Q&As that I've been given if I have to go the self-employment route, which I don't, but in case that does happen. I know there's grants I probably could do is that it's really that irritating. And maybe I don't know if I wanted to like display my artwork or something. Um, uh, like at my little small shindig or whatever. I don't know. I'm not thrilled about this, but this is the only way I could probably find something that's meaningful to me. I mean, I would like to get paid a regular good high wage job, but also at the same time, I've run into issues concerning the low pay as far as like entry level dental assisting. Like I thought it was like 14 an hour, and I'm getting like 11 and 12 an hour for full time work, and I'm like, that doesn't work for me. Now I think I've said this before. Front desk position. Don't put me in front desk position. I need to be kinetic. I can't. I'm not good at multitasking that well. Um, and I realize I have a hard time with phones. I wish I was like some of the older generation, but I also feel like that the older generation were used and they had a lot more opportunities than say millennials or even Gen Z has now in this day and age. Um, you know, I know they probably complain about the lack of grit and determination, like the younger generation has, but it is what it is. It's too much. It's becoming too much, especially with the technology constantly changing and the algorithm changing, and people following these trends, and they don't want to work, and they feel like they can make like maybe $100 a day online. That has not worked for me, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the nature of the beast. So I just wanted to put that out there. I just like somebody please help. Just make Alexandria better. You know, I listen to some of these economic developments and people who are on Facebook. And shout out to them in a way that are trying to get more exposure to other smaller businesses, which is great. Um, but anyways, thanks so much. So that's my rant. Bye.